everyone. This is Amber from Quilts Plus, and it's Friday, November the 12th. I just wanted to let you know that for our video today, we're going to have a guest. Deloa Jones, who's our quilter, is going to present a line of rulers that she has developed. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Deloa Jones. I do the machine quilting for Quilts Plus. I've probably done some of your quilts if you've had them quilted there. I want to show you a product that I've developed, and I really think it's easy and it's very useful for quilters. It's called this fussy cut set, and what it is, it's squares from 1 inch to 6 inches, and you can square off your half square triangles, your quarter square triangles, and also do any fussy cutting that you want. Let me show you how I trim my half square triangles. So let's show the ruler first. And you can see with the ruler, I have the halves here. I also have the diagonals. So you have these pie designations to be able to align up your cuts. I also have the corners with a hole so that you can do some inset seams and you can get that accurate 1/4 inch. So with the half square triangle, what I'm going to do is I use my quick quarter, and you can get these here at Quilts Plus, and I drew the line down the middle, and so I sewed on both lines. Now most of the time when you do half square triangles, you take the finished size, which is 3 inches, and you add 7/8. I like to go to 4. That way I have a little wiggle room. If the square would get wonky or something, I can trim it to the size I want. So I've sewed this, I cut down the middle, and then I pressed it open. Okay, so now I'm going to trim it. And I'm using this swivel mat, which you can get here at Quilts Plus also. I think they're 18. Okay, so I'm going to, you can see this line, the diagonal line. I'm going to line that up with my diagonal, and then I'm going to trim off. You're also going to trim off all your dog ears at the same time. Oh. And with our swivel, we can just swivel it around. I am liking the swivel. I line it up again, and of course you want to cut in the way that you're not going to cut anything off. Okay, so now I have it all trimmed up. And that's my half square triangle. Now let me show you 1/4 square triangles. Again, I did this first step of doing the line down the middle and sewing on both sides with the quick quarter, I'm sorry. And then with this one, you cut them apart. I've done 2. You cut it apart, and then you're going to put these together this way. So I've ironed these towards the dark so that when I put them together, I can feel that that middle is really nice and smooth. And you can see that it's going to turn out like that. So I've sewed it down the middle again. I've cut down the middle, and now I have this unit. I've ironed these open because I don't want a big knot in there, and I'm going to trim them. This is where I'm going to use that X. I can line that up really nicely. The thing I like about this is if I was using a ruler like this, which works perfectly fine, but 3, that means I have to find the 1 1/2, and I have to put that in the middle, and actually it'd be not 1 1/2 because I have to add that seam allowance, so it'd be 1 3/4. So I'd have to find that every single time I'm trimming these, and I have a lot of these to trim, which, you know, most of our quilts, we have a lot of them to trim. Then it becomes cumbersome to try and find that point that I'm matching all the time. So with my trimming rulers, I can just put that X right there, and I'm all ready to trim. Now most of the time, I was going to trim this with the 3 1/2, but I picked up the 3. So we are trimming these to 3. You are going to get also a ring that holds these really nice, so you can find the one you want. So I'm going to swirl this around, and trim the other side. Now we don't want to lose those corners. Otherwise we won't have points. So by lining up that square, that X, we're going to keep all of our corners. And just get that dog ear. And now we have them trimmed. So usually what you do is you're going to take the finished size and say this is for the 3-inch. You would add 1 1/4 inches, and that is the actual size. So you'd have 4 1/4. But I like to have some trimming room, so I would cut my square 4 1/2 to start if I'm doing quarter triangle squares. Okay, another thing that was really fun with this is that you can do fussy cutting. So we have 3 different fabrics here, and I want to show you. I have a 4 1/2 inch square, and you can see I can just take that X and put it over whatever I want. So I got that little sun there, but then we got different fabrics, and these are ones that just came in at Quilts Plus. Beautiful. Again, I just place that X. My center is right there. I can look at it and say, well, maybe I want a little bit more room there. I can go up to the next square, because you're going to have them in half-inch increments. What's really fun is when you get these kid stuff. Now this little koala bear, what I can just center around him. Let me open this up a little bit. And so cute. But I can fussy cut this by just centering it. And so it's really easy to find your fussy cuts. I don't have to look at the increments on the ruler to try and figure out where that center is. There's 11 rulers. And some of the smaller ones are in here in the packaging. And so it's great for trimming your squares, and it's great for fussy cutting. So remember those little 1/4 inch holes, so your inset seams are really easy to mark. And that's them. I use them all the time. I use them a lot. Okay, so these are here at Quilts Plus. They're $60. Again, you're getting 11 rulers from 1 inch to 6 inch. Okay.
We're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 3 on Saturday. Our number is 269-383-1790.